What's going on, everybody? It's Spicy Topic. If you've been keeping up with carbonation, then you know that Eliana came back, which means Malia, Eferu, and Aya are back with those other guys in the cult. So Hawaii, what's up? Y'all, like I said, put this dude out of your land in his cult, and that was a good thing, because you don't want this type of people in your land corrupting your people, seducing and enticing your men, women, even, I don't know, kids too, with his so-called teachings that he claims is higher self-knowledge, knowledge of self or something like that. Anyway, let's get into this review because it is lengthy.
Here, welcome back. I'm gonna open it up for a Q&A. Let's get it. If you have questions, call in. Please ask me something along the lines of divine knowledge itself. If it is not about the knowledge, I'm not gonna answer your call. You're gonna be booted out. If you're being disrespectful, you getting blocked. So don't come in with the negativity. We're not here for the negativity. We're here to build. Period. If you ain't with the build, then no, we're not gonna give you no type of energy.
Is it safe to say this group only wants to hear what strokes their ego? Anybody that is mature and has had relationships that work knows that you can't have the good without the bad and the bad without the good. But let me know what y'all think.
So call in.
Hi, Goddess. How are you?
Here, I'm well. How are you?
I am doing good. Hey, listen, got a quick question. In my natal chart, angels and demons, what do they represent again?
So your demons or your squares, oppositions, and quincunx, that's like your weaknesses. That's the things you have, you fall faulty to. The things that you have to really, get into knowing so that you can really have control over them so that they won't work against you and have you in a situation where you're like not able to, truly be yourself and truly be the God that you are, to keep you in your higher self. The demons are what keeps you in your lower self. It doesn't keep you in a high vibration, in your higher self. And your angels are, the exact opposite. It's the things that keep you in your higher self, the things that, keep you up. Sextile, trine, and conjunction in your chart.
Okay. That's what, and I had wrote it down somewhere because I listened. I forgot who had a download of that. I believe it was Baba G a while ago. He was telling you about your angels and demons, and I wrote it down, and I have grandkids, and they got a hold of my paper, and I was like, okay, it's some stuff coming my way, in the universe that, how you can feel when certain energies take place and you can feel something's about to happen, and you have to look within yourself, in the universe of yourself, and to get yourself prepared on how you can deal with it and overcome it with peace versus getting hostile or angry or wanting to throw hands, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm working on myself, and I'm working on myself through my natal chart. Well, and I'm
keep studying. And actually, when you start to really study your demons and your angels, you can actually, when you really get to know them, you can start seeing them play out in your reality. So when you start seeing it, that's when you're able to really start mastering your energies and really control, your energy.
Exactly. And I appreciate y'all for y'all teachings. I've been, following y'all for a minute. And, what people, I see the callers and, I don't know how long they've been following or, what they have watched, but y'all have a lot of great information out there. You know what I'm saying? It's very similar teachings out there, and they can get it from anywhere. They can get it from books, and I know a lot of people want to focus on the negative. You can't focus on the negative.
People see what they want, and people see themselves. Put it like that.
Exactly.
So I love my self-reflection. I'm going to call in the next caller. I'm grateful to be of service. If you have any questions, you can hit me up in my inbox. I'll be grateful to help you.
Thank you so much.
Let's just call it what it is. Eliana is attracted to Nature Boy. Nature Boy is highly attracted to Eliana. He thinks she's beautiful. He likes her light skin. He loves her eyes. He loves her personality. I think she loves the exact same things about him. Both of them are very much compatible. You can see it. You can feel it. But he can't resist the other women. He can't just be with one woman. So he teaches them that the fact that they don't want to take just one man or one woman, that's demons and that's debilitations. That's the message that she's preaching. What do y'all think about that?
Peace reflection.
So, hi. I didn't really have too much I wanted to say, but I just wanted to ask when, like, because I experience it myself, like when I'm at a low state, when I'm feeling emotional and I don't know what to do, like I just want to know, like, how do you like handle that? Like, how do you handle being up under pressure? And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with anybody else. It can just be like about life and living and people in your life and things that are going on around you that makes you feel this type of way. So, how do you deal with the outside reality
Okay.
emotionally?
So first of all, in order for me to be able to deal with anything, I have to know where it's coming from. I have to find out the source of what's happening so that I can be able to control that. Without knowing the source, you can't be able to control it. And the first thing that you want to do is go to your chart, go to your natal chart, so that you can see the characteristics, the aspects in your chart where it makes your mind think about stuff like this, or it makes your mind play tricks on you, right? Your reality. Once you study your mind and really take that into consideration and start seeing, like I told the other lady, you start seeing it play out in your reality, you have the power to be able to take control over that situation. So for instance, you study your chart, you know your demons, you know how your mind works. You know how your mind works. Like truly know how your mind light reflects in your mind. So when you're in a situation and you feel like doom, like I'm feeling negative, I'm not perceiving this correctly, you can pull yourself out of that space.
Right.
You can literally pull yourself out of that space and then give yourself healthy information. Give yourself a higher perspective, which you can definitely get it through Baba G. When you connect to the knowledge, you connect to the knowledge that he has given humanity. That's going to raise your frequency to a higher, the Christ conscious, the way you're truly supposed to be seeing life. So once you're able to pull yourself out, give yourself a healthy perspective, your mind will start changing and your reality will start changing. And after that point, it's a process of practice so that you continue to be consistent in your response to your reality.
That sounds good. I thank you so much. Like I said, I didn't really have too much. I had to really kind of think about something that I experienced, so I can like bring up, and I'm like, okay, well maybe that's something that I could like ask her. But I'm thankful for this phone call. It was a great experience to speak with you for the first time and everything.
If you have
So
more
I love y'all, and y'all keep y'all going,
facts, if
huh?
you have more questions, just hit me up in my inbox. I'm gonna let the next caller around. I love myself.
Thank you. I love myself.
Eliana, you smart. You understand what you're doing. But for you to pretend that there is something right about Baba G, why do you leave so much? And why would you not examine the fact that this man done changed his name from Nature Boy to Messiah to Chief to Baba G? Then changed your name from Velvet to Eliana to Nana G. Unstable. So why would you recommend anybody get their knowledge from this guy?
I'm gonna let the next caller in. After this caller, we're gonna go. We're gonna eat some
Job anyway. Hello,
Girl,
Mama. How are you?
peace reflection. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So I've been following you guys for a while, and I see everything that you'll be talking about or whatever. So what I'm interested in is I want to know what it is that you're really teaching. What are you trying to say about a man and a woman? Because I feel that you're young right now, and not saying that your mind has anything to do with that, but I think within a couple of years from now, you'll be different, on the way that you see things and the way that you perceive the knowledge that you get, because you have to go through things to get through things and to know how to work through those things, you know?
That's why I got a man. So let me shed some light on this caller right here, because when people look at me, they naturally see this young, like, this young girl who don't know nothing. Let me tell you, my consciousness
Hmm.
passes my physical, right?
Okay.
Now there is a part of me that lacks experience. I'm not taking from the experience. Okay, so the Wi-Fi went in and out just now. We letting that caller back in. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, the Wi-Fi cut out. This is what I was saying. Huh? No, this is the same caller. This is the same caller. Okay, so this is what I was saying. When it comes to, I do lack experience with certain things, but I do. All right, let me know if it's coming in clear.
Okay, I can hear.
All right, the Wi-Fi. All right, we got it back. All right, cool.
Okay.
So, can you ask your question again for the people so that we could address it?
Okay, so what I'm saying is, like we were talking, I was saying that, like I've been following you guys for a while, and I know, kind of a little everything that's kind of going on with carbonation or whatever, and I know that you're young. So I'm saying that the knowledge that you're trying to teach when it comes to a man and a woman, I think that within time you will see that differently, because with time we all grow and we all go through things that changes our perspective and how we talk and how we deal with certain situations of the things that go on around us. Like for me, I'm 39 years old. I've been kissed by the sun 39 times. Pray to God, 40. But for me, my perspective on different things that you're saying with a man and a woman are different due to my experience that I have been through with everything. And I'm just trying to understand what it is that you're saying, because I agree and then I disagree on a certain.
Well, I think that a lot of the questions that some people ask me from their perspective and from what they've been through comes from from their lower self. It don't come from a higher, like a higher understanding. Because if you were with a man who was a God, who was of God, divine knowledge itself, and who held that in his mind, then I bet you probably wouldn't disagree with me when I'm saying that man and woman have a.
Why is it so important for her to agree with you that man and women are reflections and that we derive from men? We know this. Now what's next? Like, we've already proven and we've already agreed on that. But that does not mean they make you anything after that. We are progressive with or without a man.
Partake in whatever they do. Now, when it comes to me, there is a lack of experience when it comes to me with certain things. That's why I don't push a lot of stuff. But when I am talking about stuff, I know it for a fact because my husband has all of the experiences that I literally, like, I have I'm married to my husband who has that experience.
But when I look at when you say your husband, he's way older than you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have anyone that you're really growing with. You having someone that's teaching you everything that you know.
Eliana is trying to please him right now. I bet he's right next to her to keep bringing him up, her husband, and she comes from him. You can't have a conversation with her without her bringing him up. That is everything to him. He is everything to her. Okay, is what I meant to say. He is everything. She's given her full confidence, self-esteem, life to this man, as if this man brought her in the world. She wants to give him the credit for birthing her. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. And just because you have a child does not mean you are mature. You are young. You're supposed to be young, and you're not supposed to know everything that a 40-year-old knows because you're still in your early 20s. So yes, you need experience in order to know things, and you will change. You're not always going to be in this situation. The problem is you now have a baby that's attached to him, and you see what he and who he is to his other kids. He's not there. He's absent. He's not there. So that is your future.
That you think that you know. You know what I'm saying? It's all about experiencing and learning for yourself so you will know how to deal with that situation, and nobody got to tell you how to deal with that situation.
I think that a lot of my mistakes has come from me trying to do shit on my own. I'm not cursing at you, and I'm just expressing myself.
It's fine. We're just conversating. It's cool.
May I please respond? I feel like a lot of the mistakes that I've made or that I've done have came from me trying to figure out things on my own. There's the things that I can tell you right now that I've done wrong, that my husband already gave me the answers for it, and I still tried to figure it out myself, and then I came back to him and gave you was right. But at the end of the day, I should have listened to him. Whether I felt like he was right or wrong, I should have listened to him. And the reason why I should have listened to him was because he already has the wisdom and the knowledge of the things that I had already or was going through and going to go through. So I give reverence and respect to my husband because he's my.
Listen, he telling you what he want you to know. That's what he's doing. And even if you're right, you'll ignore yourself. You'll deny yourself for your OG. Oh, yeah, that's why he had y'all in jail in Hawaii, because you did not listen to yourself. You listened to him. He did not quarantine.
OG, period. He has that wisdom. He's my.
Okay.
And I just want to put this out there, right? And when you're in, even in your lower self, there's OGs that you go to. Literally, there's people that you go to that you can get information.
There's absolutely people you go to for advice. Keyword advice. At the end of the day, you make choices that's going to enrich your life. Choices are crucial. You can make the wrong choice, like not quarantining, as Hawaii told you to do. Y'all listen. Yeah, y'all listen. That's why all of them got locked up in Hawaii. Because you did not quarantine, because you listened to Baba G, even though you knew that you should have been quarantining, coming to a land where everybody's getting sick all over the United States, all over the world. Mariah, ex-carbonation member, is being referred back to carbonation. She killed her mother. It makes me think of the many videos I watch where this guy, Baba G, is counseling these cult members, telling them and bringing in division between their parents. Do y'all think it has something to do with Mariah killing her mom? Possibly.
Yeah, that's true. Watching 248. She does know that I got real feelings for Malia, and she got to deal with that. You feel what I'm saying? But no, she didn't do anything. Like, this is what we deal with all the time. Like, it's for no reason at all. It just comes out of nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just pops out. She just, all right, here's the issue, right? You've been watching us for a long time, so you know what we all going through, right? You know Nana's mom, her name is Selena, and Selena has a very bad anger problem, right? And her father is a manipulator. He's like a narcissist. This nigga's a crazy narcissist, right? So Eliana's dealing with both those energies. You feel what I'm saying? She's dealing with both those energies of Selena and Larry in her. That's what she's dealing with. So there's a part of her that Selena left Larry because Larry wanted to be polygamous. She has to overcome a generational curse through Selena. Selena has an anger problem. She left. She tore her family apart because Larry was trying to be polygamous and she wasn't having that.
Boom. And there you have it. That is my example. He does that. He causes strain between the mothers, fathers, and the cult members. When he talks, he speaks on the faults of the parents. This is what he does. I've heard him do this with Seven. I've heard him do this also with Eliana, where he talks about the parent as if they failed the kids, Eliana, Seven, and whomever else. Look what happened with Mariah. Mariah killed her mother, and it's in the news. The news are reporting ex-carbonation member. That basically puts him in a situation where he's a cult leader. Why are you causing enmity between these people, Baba G? Why would he? Well, if he wants to have control over these people, if he wants Eliana to be docile, be a doormat, be open and vulnerable, to put information in her, to get her to think like he wants her to think, to basically let go of her parents. Her mother has a strength in her, which Eliana has. Instead of him honoring and appreciating and acknowledging that, he's making it as if it's a bad thing, as it's a generational curse, when really it is why he's attracted to her in the first place. Because Eliana, she does not take everything like the other girls do in that group. Eliana fights. That's the one thing I can give her. She leaves because she's fighting for her power and her beliefs. But she's getting weaker and weaker every time she comes back. She doesn't know this, but that is going to take away his attraction, because that is the one thing he's attracted to. All of those women are beautiful, but it's more than that he's attracted to. He's attracted to her strength, that power she has, that dominance that she has. That's what he likes. But he would have her to believe that that's a generational curse. What he's doing by basically looking to get her to be fully controllable is he's separating her from her parents. He's making her believe that her parents did something wrong. That is what I'm saying. I believe that happened with Mariah. I do believe Mariah could have had some issues with her upbringing anyway. But I think that when she got in that group, he started to get into her mind. The spirits he has are very, very possessive. So I believe he does have some responsibility with what Mariah did. That's why the news reporters are relating it right back to him. Let me know if y'all understand what I'm saying and how you feel about it. Let's continue.
That's my husband. My husband is my OG, and I go to him for the wisdom and the knowledge that I need on my journey.
Okay, so let me say this. When you say I get you when you say that we do go to others for knowledge. Because like for me, I was raised by the women in my family. You see what I'm saying? My grandmother was like the OG that told us how to be with a man and how to handle a man and how to handle your business. And, you know, I heard you saying something as a part to, you know, like how you have to let a man take complete control.
Can I say this?
Mm-hmm.
People have a misconception of what Chief is.
Okay.
People have a misconception of who he truly is. He is our higher self.
Notice how fixated she is on Baba G. Every word, Baba G, Baba G. This girl went to college. She's intelligent. Baba G didn't have parents. She had 2 parents. So I don't understand why she devotes everything to this guy.
Literally. When you listen to most people don't believe that, but that's going to be your journey. That's your journey. Do you understand what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with me. Chief is my higher self. He is my master teacher. Everything that I know right now, everything that I'm coming to know right now is because of him. So before he's my husband or anybody like you would call equal to me or anything like that, he's my teacher. So I need to listen to him and whatever I'm doing, because he is guiding me. He's my guide to the light.
But you are his teacher as well, because at the end of the day, he can't tell you anything about being a woman.
May I please finish? He's my guide, higher self, and he is the particle of me that keeps me in my.
These people want to talk so bad. They need people to listen to them so much. All this guy is doing is creating a whole bunch of people like him. People that need people to hear them. No one listens to them. It's almost like they was neglected and rejected as a child, dejected. No one wanted to hear them. So when they talk, they want to speak. May I please finish? But do you notice how the caller is throwing it back to Eliana, giving her enough, giving her the honor of being herself, giving her, an opportunity to take credit for something. And all this chick do is bring it to Baba G. The caller's right. The dude is not a woman. He can't tell you about being a woman. How stupid are you? Damn.
When I disconnect from him and don't listen to him, that gets me in my lower self. That's my journey, though. That's what I know. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to agree with that either. But that's what is for me. That's what it is for me. And whoever else is watching that and agrees with me, that's who he is to you. He's your higher self. Period. He's the Messiah. He comes to bring the message to humanity to get us back.
She's really, 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 really stupid. Really stupid. Look, the Messiah already lives. Okay, stop trying to be Messiah. These people that don't believe in Jesus in the Bible, stop talking about him. Please leave him alone. Leave him out of this. This guy is far from the Messiah. Eligio is his real name. I call him Legion of Demons. I think his name came from that. Legion of Demons. He has lust spirits. That's the problem. He knows that. He knows his problem. He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's manipulating these weak people because he can't stop having sex with different women. So you got to create a whole belief system to make what you're doing right. It's still wrong. It's a shame that people can be so damn stupid.
To our higher self and a higher consciousness, period.
Okay. And I get that. I get that what you're saying. But what I'm saying to you is that he can't teach you. You know, I'm not trying to come off any kind of way. You know, we're just having a conversation on, you know, the teachings of what you're saying. I understand that he's your teacher first and then your husband and your friend and all that later. But when it comes to being a woman is a woman. We were put here to help. You know what I'm saying? To be the backbone, not to be the, you know, the main ones or have to do this and have to do that. And it's a lot of things to what we can accept and what we don't have to accept as a woman. You know, like for me, I don't believe in polygamy. I don't believe in that. I believe in one man, one woman. I believe we make our foundation solid and we rock on from there. I don't believe in sharing my throne with others. I'm the queen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you're his queen. You know what I'm saying? So when you voice an opinion, he has to listen and learn your opinion as well as you have to learn his. That's working together. That's being equal. You teach a good real thing now. You really do. You really do.
I think that a woman is a reflection of a man. A woman is a reflection of a man. Period.
Right.
All the stuff that you're saying, like some of the stuff that you're saying, is a reflection of the man that's in control and has control over the environment that you live in. And whether we like to look at that aspect or not, it is the reality of the situation. So at any cost, at any way you'd like to look at it, and from any angle, it's a man's mind, and a woman is a reflection of a man's mind. Like you said, she's here to help, and she's here as a helpmate to the man, and we have to be in tune with that and in balance with that. Now, if that we can go all day long and talking about how men are in their low, how a woman will respond to a man in his lower self, but I'm talking about when a man is in his glory and in his higher self. Everything that we do, the language we speak, what we do, how we dress, how we talk, everything that we do is from a man, period. The knowledge we have is from a man. It's been implemented by a man thousands of life cycles before.
But this is what I have to say to that too, though, Nana. When it comes to the mind, we know the mind is a playground, right? We know the mind is made to be taught, and it can be manipulated in ways that it doesn't have to be manipulated in. Just like women who are in relationships that don't want to be with a man, but they're scared to leave that man and run from that man because of the fear that he's put in their mind of what he would do to them or what happens to them if they decide to leave.
Bam. You, Eliana, are scared to leave. You are scared to leave. It's not like you're so different than the other women. We all go through it. We all been through it, where we are so stigmatized that we can't leave. We're scared. Oh my God, if I leave, he's gonna choose one of these other girls. Oh, I see him in Malia. He likes her a lot. He's starting to like her more. Oh no, I can't let that happen. I can't let him leave us, me and the baby. I can't allow these people to break up our family. I have to stay with them. I have to deny myself because I can't lose him. I'm scared of what I'm going to feel to detach from him because I have so many memories. I'm so connected to him. What am I going to do without him? Eliana, that is the problem. That is the cause. That is the effect. You are scared to leave him, okay? Because he put something on you, like it, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to leave him. You don't want to let go of it, point blank. And that's the period. That's what it is. All of us women go through it. You're no different. You're no different than anybody. You can say lower self if you want. All that is a lie. This dude created a whole belief system to keep y'all lied to and poison and control. Corrupted, all because he don't want you to leave, and he don't want Malia to leave. He don't want Aya to leave. He wants the men to stay. It's bunch of malarkey. Your mother fought. Your mother left the family not because she had generational curses, but because your mother was strong. Your mother is beautiful. She is a replica of a strong, beautiful woman. Why don't you follow your mother's footprints instead of running away from them? Why are you letting this guy lie to you? These people choose their path. I don't feel sorry for them no more. I don't feel bad. What I would want, Malia, you leave. Why don't you leave? Because this guy likes you. You have some power over this dude. If you leave, that's going to shake that household up. If you want to play games and play, like she said, your mind is a playground, that's absolutely true. If you want to get him messed up, why don't you leave, Malia? Malia's scared to leave too. They're all scared to leave because they think they'll be replaced. That is a part of his tactics to keep you where you at. The woman is right. As I've said, it's a lie. It's all a freaking lie. Your mother is not a bad person for leaving a situation where the man she loved was cheating on her, because that's what it is. That's what it is. You have accepted a reality that is false, that goes against your morals, goes against what God gave you, your DNA. You've accepted a lie and you have made that your belief system. And you perceive that this is the right way to be. I know deep down inside, not even that much deep, I know you know this is not right, but you continue to deny yourself. What's going to hurt is that child you have. That child you have. When you finally do grow and you get away from this, now you have a child with this guy. Where is his other kids? He has other kids. Look at what he's doing with his other kids. He does not have a relationship with them, and you know that. You know that if you leave, he's not going to want a relationship with the baby. He's not going to have a relationship with the baby. So you choose to stay and lie to yourself to keep you bound to this situation. Otherwise, if you allow yourself to see the reality and the truth, then you wouldn't be able to live with yourself where you are. You have to see the reality. We all go through it. When we have to leave somebody we've been through for a long time, we've gained familiarity with them. We have to leave them now. It hurts. It hurts. It's like breaking you in half, but you will have to do it.
So what do you say to women that follow men like that?
That's his lower self. I'm not talking about a man. I say his lower self. Now I say
right. You're talking about a man of high consciousness.
I'm talking about a man that's in his higher self. That's where I'm coming from. That's what I'm talking about. If you have questions about a man in his higher self, let's get there, because I'm tired of talking about a man in our lower self. I'm not dealing with men in my lower self. I'm dealing with men in the higher self and bringing them to, or if they in their lower self, bringing them to a higher elevated state of consciousness. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're talking about. We can talk, like I said, we can talk about the semantics of a man in his lower self all day long, but you should have discernment. Every woman out there should have discernment, whether she, whatever she's doing with her life. And it just is what it is. A woman knows what she's getting herself into or not. But at the end of the day, once you get with a man with your lower self or your higher self, it's a reflection of your mind. What you do, what you say is going to be a reflection of that man.
So what does Baba G teach you about your higher self? About being in his higher self? What do you get from that, of him being in his higher self?
He teach me divine knowledge of self, how to overcome my generational curses. We doing this together. We healing humanity together. What do you mean?
Like, okay, and when you talk about generational curses can be broke as well. You know what I'm saying? It's all, when you talk about it, it all go back to the spirit of being in tune with yourself. And when you go through experiences, you live and you learn. Now, it's up to you if you want to be the dumbass and, you know what I'm saying, keep repeating the same cycle. That's on you. I feel that that's a repetitive, that says a lot about your character if you are repetitive within the things that you do. Because if you do it once and you don't learn from it, like if you know this skillet is hot and it's going to burn you if you touch it, you know this. So if you touch it, it's going to burn you, right? So it's all about, it still goes back to the same thing as learning and growth. And it's only within yourself. Because you seem like you are not, I'm not even going to say you are in tune with yourself. You are very in tune with yourself. Now, I follow you a lot.
And is whether you agree with what I'm doing and agree with my lifestyle or not, a woman is a reflection of a man's mind. And that's just that, because that was the
so it's all in the woman that he chooses to pick though, right?
A woman is a reflection of a man's mind. All of your thoughts are coming from a man's mind. It is derivative of a man's mind, and that's just, it's the source of a man's mind, whether we like to look at it or not. It is what it is. Every woman's mind is a reflection of a man's mind, whoever man or whatever man she's attached herself to.
So what about the woman's mind? So do that say something about me, about the type of men that I choose? Or
So I'm not gonna keep going back and forth.
Eliana's getting upset because she don't have the answer, and she know the caller is right. She can't answer the questions. What does that say about the woman's mind? Does it have anything to do with who I choose? Like I said, she wants to give him the acknowledgement and credit for everything. Even her being born, she probably want to give that credit to him too. There are so many women that are successful that don't have men. I didn't have a man for a long time. That didn't stop me from being progressive in life. That didn't stop anything. So their theory, again, is false.
Because it's gonna be like in circles at this point. I said my piece. Let's just agree to disagree and let the next caller.
Okay.
There are other people who are trying to ask me questions. If you have other questions for me, hit me up in my inbox and then we can talk like that. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So
All right. Thank you.
thanks.
All right, people. So that was that video. She gets upset like they all do. This is the good thing. This is the good thing. The caller was able to get in her head, get her upset, which means that that's going to have Eliana thinking. Eliana is a thinker. She's not going to be able to stay in this predicament. No matter what she says, she'll be gone very, very soon. Trust and believe. Thanks for putting the seeds in Eliana that she needed to be messed up in her mind again, so she'll leave. I don't care if she leaves 10 more times. I hope that 10th time is the time she stays away, because the situation is not going to change. She still wants him to herself. The problem is that you have a child with this guy now. It was okay, it was fun and games when there was no baby in the equation. You can play all you want, but now you have a child connected to this mess and misery. I appreciate the caller for what she did. Again, I'm enlightened by her. I'm glad she was able to stay on the line and Eliana didn't hang up on her, but she eventually had to let go of the call because the caller got in her head by just being, keeping it real and being right, because she's absolutely right. Like I said, there's many women. Come on now, we know we women, we can make it without a man. We can get a job, we can finish school. They don't have anything to do with our success. It's our success. It's our applying ourselves and doing what we needed to do. If she want to be stupid and she want to throw away her intelligence, her mind, her thoughts to follow damn Baba G, that's on her. But don't dish out to the world that that's what you're supposed to do. You cannot convince smart people of that. Maybe the grandmother earlier that relied on a kid basically to give her guidance, maybe you can work and run that game on her, but you can't run that game on everybody. And that last caller, she was the witness to that. So thank y'all very much for tuning in. Please leave your comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. And I'll be back soon with some more information on this crazy cult mess. Peace.